Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. Full summary. Is your marketing message confusing customers and costing you sales? What if the secret to connecting with customers isn't about talking about your company's greatness, but about inviting them into a compelling story where they are the hero? Prepare to simplify your message and amplify your impact. Welcome back to Brainy Bytes. Today we're exploring a revolutionary approach to marketing communication, building a story brand. Clarify your message so customers will listen, by Donald Miller. Published in 2017, this book introduces the StoryBrand 7-part framework, or SB7 framework, a powerful method for helping businesses connect with customers by leveraging the timeless elements of story. Miller argues that the reason most marketing fails is because it's too complicated and doesn't clearly communicate how a product or service helps the customer survive and thrive. The goal of the book is to provide a repeatable framework that any business can use to create clear, compelling messaging that cuts through the noise and drives growth. The customer is the hero. You are the guide. The central premise of building a story brand is that customers don't care about your story. They care about their own. To connect with them, your brand must stop positioning itself as the hero of the story and instead position itself as the guide who helps the hero, who is your customer, win the day. When you clarify your message using the elements of story, customers understand how you can help them solve their problems and achieve their aspirations, making them much more likely to engage. The human brain is wired to pay attention to information that helps us survive and thrive, and story is the most effective filter for that information.
Brainy Bytes.
The Story Brand, 7-part, SB7 framework. Donald Miller outlines 7 universal story points that all successful narratives share and which businesses should use to frame their message. Principle 1. A character. The customer is the hero of the story, not your brand. The first step is to identify who your customer is and, crucially, what they want as it relates to your brand. This desire should be simple, clear, and aspirational. If you don't define something your customer wants, they have no reason to engage with your brand. Your entire marketing message should revolve around helping the hero get what they want. Principle 2. Has a problem. Every story needs a conflict. Customers are drawn to brands that can help them solve their problems. Miller identifies 3 levels of problems you must address. External problems, which are the tangible challenges. Internal problems, meaning the frustration or self-doubt the external problem causes. And philosophical problems, representing the larger why or injustice. Companies tend to focus on external problems, but customers are far more motivated by solutions to their internal frustrations. You must also clearly identify the villain, the root cause or personification of the customer's problem. Principle 3. And meets a guide. This is where your brand comes in. The hero is looking for someone to help them win. The guide is not the hero, but has the experience and wisdom to help. To position your brand as the guide, you must do 2 things. Express empathy, for example, by conveying, "We understand your struggle." Then demonstrate authority or competence, for instance, by showing, "We have a proven track record of helping people like you." Customers trust a guide who understands them and knows what they're doing. Principle 4. Who gives them a plan? The hero is often hesitant to take action if the path forward is unclear. A guide provides a simple plan, alleviating confusion and building confidence. This plan should consist of 3 to 4 simple steps that show the customer how easy it is to do business with you or solve their problem using your offering. A clear plan removes perceived risk and makes the customer more likely to engage. Think of it as the bridge the hero must cross to reach success. Principle 5, and calls them to action. Heroes don't take action on their own. They must be challenged or called to it. Your brand must clearly and repeatedly call customers to action. Miller identifies 2 types of calls to action. First, direct calls to action. These are clear instructions, for example, buy now or schedule a call. Second, transitional calls to action. These offer lower risk ways for customers to engage and build trust before making a purchase, for instance, by providing a download PDF, watch demo, or get free sample. Principle 6, that helps them avoid failure. Every compelling story has stakes. What will happen if the hero doesn't take action or doesn't succeed? You must clearly communicate the negative consequences of not doing business with you. This isn't about fear-mongering, but about gently reminding the customer what they stand to lose if their problem isn't solved. Without communicating failure, there's no urgency. Principle 7, and ends in a success. Finally, you must clearly articulate the successful outcome your customer will experience if they use your product or service. How will their life be better? What transformation will they undergo? Paint a vivid picture of this success. This could be achieving peace of mind, saving time, gaining status, or fulfilling a deeper aspiration. This is the happy ending the hero is seeking. Implementing your story brand. Miller emphasizes creating a BrandScript, a document that maps out your company's message using the SB7 framework. This becomes the foundational messaging document for all marketing materials: your website, emails, lead generators, and sales pitches. The goal is to ensure every piece of communication invites customers into a story where they are the hero and your brand is their trusted guide to success. Key takeaways. So, how do we put this powerful framework into action? 1. Identify what your customer wants. This is understanding your character. Define a single, clear desire for your hero. 2. Define your customer's problems. This includes the villain, external, internal, and philosophical problems. Focus especially on solving their internal frustrations. 3. Position your brand as the guide. This means showing empathy and authority. Remember, it's not about you, it's about them. 4. Give customers a clear plan. This involves creating 3 to 4 simple steps to engagement. Make it easy for them to take the next step. 5. Call customers to action. This requires using both direct and transitional calls to action. Don't assume customers know what to do next. 6. Highlight the stakes. This is about communicating what can be lost if they don't act. Remind them of the cost of inaction. 7. Show them the vision of success. This involves painting a picture of how your product or service will improve their lives. End the story with their victory. 8. Create your brand script and use it everywhere. Ensure all your marketing materials consistently tell the same clear, customer-centric story. Building a story brand offers a transformative yet simple framework for clarifying your message so that customers not only listen but are compelled to act. It's about making your customer the hero and guiding them to a successful outcome. If you found this summary valuable, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Brainy Bytes, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss future summaries. We're building a community dedicated to learning and growth. Want to keep these book summaries coming? You can support the channel by buying me a coffee. Links down below. Every bit helps me dive into more books and share the insights with you. And speaking of books, what marketing or communication book should I explore next? Let me know your suggestions in the comments. Your input drives the channel. Thanks for watching.